then she just comes home and all her hair is cut off all her hair. Right? So I'm talking about shave bald, like not shave bald, but shave. Yeah, buzz cut. So a few months passed, and she has this conversation. Was like, "Yeah, I don't like my titties anymore. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get them gone."
Okay.
Yeah, I know my name is Sarah, but I prefer Sam.
Well, first and foremost, when you come home with the bald head, the conversation is going to be a lot different, right? Now, after the bald head, if I decide to accept it, because we're talking about a bald head, right? So if you got a bald head and you don't got cancer, and you come home and then you say you don't want your titties no more.
So you don't want no titties no more.
Well, unfortunately,
now mind you, y'all been together for some years now.
That shit don't matter. The moment your thought process changed about your hair and your titties, it's the moment my thought process changed about whether we meant to be together.
I don't want.
Podcast. I'm your host, Avery Fuller, with my co-host and host. This is Maurice Bird, aka Reese.
What's
and that wife of mine's, Melnisha Fuller, aka Money Mel.
What up? What up?
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? How y'all feeling?
We good.
Put your hands up.
No.
Shout out to those San Francisco 49ers. You know what time it is.
Oh,
it is game day. So
why'd you say
the
it like
game
that?
is on. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
That's what's up.
We know what time it is, though. First thing that we do every single time is we put these shots up.
I mean, you can't fast forward time.
And this is a wonderful toast to the San Francisco 49ers. Wishing them good luck and nothing but the best today. Take them up, put them out, go on back.
All right.
Wonderful.
Perfect. All right, today's icebreaker is going to come in the form of Would You Rather? So the question is, would you rather get pissed on or thrown up on? Reese.
What? Like, for context and what manner am I getting thrown up on? You know what I mean? But nah, I don't know, bro.
Gotta pick one.
I don't know. And whose pee is this? Like,
Oh man.
I need substance. But oh man.
I can put it in a better context. Would you rather get pissed on or thrown up on by a baby?
Oh, by a baby? I'd rather get
the baby pee on you or the baby throw up on you.
Cause I done had both happen to me. I don't know, that throw up be smelling on another world, and that don't just. I had to go with the pee though. Like I had to, cause it ain't gonna be nothing but a hand or something. When they throw it, it's always on your shirt. Sometimes you ever hold the baby up, and
sometimes the pee hit the face.
Yeah.
What about you, man?
Face. I mean,
not the face.
Right. Baby, you said baby, right?
Baby, yes, a baby.
Okay.
Infant.
Well, I had the baby pee on me.
She saw pee coming. She stayed.
She could have ducked or something.
I was thinking about that too.
Well, I would probably rather get thrown up on.
Oh,
you know, at least from a baby, it's just milk. You know what I'm saying? And
so it depends on how old the baby is.
I said an infant.
I said an infant.
Infant means infant.
You didn't say that.
He definitely
Oh my
did.
gosh.
You didn't say that.
Okay, all right. But
That's how
You
we
just said
starting.
baby.
That's how it's going.
That's all you said.
Oh, all right.
No,
You
it
said
is.
baby.
P can be a small amount. I mean, thought can be a small amount, or it could be a significant amount. But a baby can only take in so much food, thought wise. So I choose throw up.
Okay.
Not wrong with that though. Let's hop right into our
Okay.
TV show of the week, which is
Definitely
Netflix's original Brother Son. So I want to know what y'all think about Brother Son, your direct thoughts, and then rate it 1 to 10. We're gonna start with you, Reese.
It's to me, it's a pretty solid series. One brother was gangster, the other brother was in the way, just
Was
constantly
extra.
in the way. Just
Oh my
everything
God.
he did was just in the way. But it was, I mean, action packed. The mother, I was shocked that they didn't really give her. You know, she's one of the greatest female martial artists ever. So I'm surprised they put her as a humble mother role where she wasn't too humble, but she wasn't really, you know, in her element as fighting wise.
Well, they gave her strength from a different
Yeah,
perspective.
they gave her, you know, but I'm so used to her being, you know,
Yeah,
in
kicking
her-
people and
yes,
shit.
yes, kicking ass and taking names. But I give it a solid 9. Well, no, I give about 8.5. I would say it's a definite watch if you ain't doing nothing. Easy to binge, easy to get caught up in. It's just that other son. That oh God no. When he
Yeah,
said I'm
boy,
a
he's
snitch
must-
for my family, oh my God, he just always fucking shit up.
Yeah, I don't disagree. What about you, Mel?
Honestly, I give it a 9 too. I would have wanted to see a little more of that gangster killing.
A little more of that.
Yeah, a little
I'm about to
more.
say, did you watch
Like a
that show?
little more.
How
I
much more
did.
killing did
Did
it
you
have to
not
be?
see?
You needed
That
more.
dude literally stabbed dude. One hand was on the table, one was on the floor,
He was
and he lit
doing
the
good.
cigarette
I
for
just-
him. Like, come on.
Nah, it needed to be a little more.
They killed
But-
the whole triad.
Yeah, like
Thank
the whole
you.
gang and some more. Didn't he call extra people?
That was the other people who came in and killed the leaders of the triad.
I'm just saying, it was a lot of killing.
That was a lot of
It
killing.
was, I mean, it was a decent amount of killing. I just wanted to see more gore, I guess. You know?
Anything about it that stood out for you?
Well, her son was a beast. He grew up. He was all about loyalty, because he was very loyal to his father. He couldn't do nothing. Like anything he wanted him to do, he was gonna do. And the young son, he was just dumb. I mean, I hate
Ain't
to
no
say it
way
like
to
that. He
put it.
was just.
He was
I
naive.
don't think he was dumb.
He
He,
wa-
he
yeah,
was
He just
green.
was
let me
green.
let me take that
he
back.
just was,
Yeah.
he was just green. He
Yeah,
wasn't.
it
she
wasn't that he
sheltered
was
him.
dumb.
Yeah,
she sheltered him a
coddled
lot.
him. Sheltered ain't no. She coddled that baby.
Yeah.
He was just a baby.
Yeah.
That's all he was
Okay. So
through the whole
you,
movie.
you got a 9 out of that.
Yeah, I was good 9. It was
You said you got a
That's-
nine.
that's-
really?
What
That's
you
not a
got,
bad choice. I got a 9.5 actually.
Oh,
A
right.
9.5.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like there was some authenticity to it because there was a lot of foreign language in it. You know what I'm saying? Where it appeared to be an English movie, but they spoke a lot of Mandarin. You know what I'm saying? And I think that kind of added some authenticity to the cultural aspect of the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
I feel like it was a ton of action.
Oh yeah.
A ton of action. It was a lot of misrepresented love, but I feel like it ended really well, right? It was like a happy ending to it.
It almost
Agree.
like a to be continued. Like they're gonna continue on with the series.
Right. Which I
Yeah.
hope so. Like that's one of the reasons I give it a 9.5 because I would look forward to a season 2.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they do. If they don't, then
You know, Netflix just doesn't get it wrong, bro.
I've seen them get it wrong before, but it's just one of those things where it's not often.
Yeah. Like,
They've reinvented the industry.
oh man, yes, definitely.
You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? Now everybody's trying to have their own.
Little studios,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
shows,
Yeah.
yeah. It's crazy.
So it's
I don't know. It was. They've been doing a really good job. I've been checking out a lot of their Netflix originals.
Oh, yeah.
and when you see Netflix originals, so something that I notice about Netflix is they don't just have originals, but they have A-list movie stars.
Oh,
starring in it.
they have They're not just Tommy from around the corner.
Right, right.
Their name bosses are like head honchos.
And I noticed Apple is doing the same thing.
Oh man,
right?
Apple.
Yeah.
Apple's a sleeper.
Apple is definitely a sleeper.
Oh man,
Definitely.
Apple's a sleeper.
It's so many shows on Apple that
Oh,
we can talk about
yeah.
that we've
Yeah.
watched.
What's the jump with the blind? All of them are blind.
C.
See, that's what
Yeah.
it's called. Oh my
You
god.
got C. You got Monarch, which is something that me and Mel watched.
Yeah, I got to get on that myself.
That's good.
The Invasion is good.
Okay,
It's a joint called Hijack. It's quite a few.
I got
Quite
to
a
get
few.
on it.
They've been doing good.
They are doing good, and I
doing
feel
real
like it's good for the platform. You know what I'm saying? It adds value to the platform because it's different to pay, $15, $17.99 a month
Right.
for
Yeah.
something that is just showing a bunch of movies
And
that
stuff you already seen.
right.
Series you can only really watch a series once unless it's really really good.
Right.
But you're not gonna go back and watch 5 seasons of it.
Like the originals, Supernatural. I'm just throwing out a few.
All the same
But
shit
you
that
can
you
watch
watch
over
over
and
and
over
over again.
again. Yeah.
Nah, baby.
But I know Peacock did good with that too, like the Bel Air joint, the
Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal joint.
Yeah.
Paramount ain't
they
that
even got
bad
Ted.
either. Well, Paramount more or less has leaning towards like the Star Trek side. They got a good one with I think it's called Discovery. I can't remember what it's called. That's a black chick. She's a main character in it. Her name is Michael, which is kind of weird, but it's real good. They got Halo up there.
Mm-hmm.
They got I think they have a John Reacher series. They got all the Mission
Reach is on
Impossible.
Amazon.
They got all the Mission Impossibles up there. They got all the Transformers too.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it, man. Like they changed the term Netflix and chill to something completely different now, and it kind of gives us the ability.
Wait a minute. Now, how did we get
Netflix
here?
and chill. Yeah,
What?
how did we get here?
No, I'm just saying as far as the ability to watch like actual shows created by that.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I ain't
Yeah,
talking about like
yeah.
the
Yeah,
sexual.
no,
perspective of it.
Right,
Because
right.
that's just what it is.
That's
Netflix and chill.
Right.
All right.
Apparently,
Yeah.
that's what it
That's
is.
why I say they changed the
Paramount
trajectory of
Pound
it. You know.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's get into our movie of the week.
Do you?
Our movie of the week also comes from Netflix.
Disney and bend it over. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Disney and get on your knee.
This movie is in at least a 2-part series. It's called Rebel Moon. This movie is about pretty much a time on in the world or in the universe where things are more Guardians of the Galaxy, and these little villagers, they just kind of harvest crop, and the mothership came to pretty much take it.
Yeah.
They killed their king, and they made things a lot difficult. So
The father
they didn't realize that they had the most dangerous person
on
in
in
the
the
world.
universe.
Yes.
She was chilling.
And so
She was bad, yeah.
she did a really good job, that's for sure. And she recruited people, and they kind of built their own insurrection team, where they're gonna go and fight back. So I thought that was pretty good, and then it had the sci-fi thrill to it. So I want to know what y'all think about Rebel Moon, and we're gonna rate that, of course, 1 to 10. And Mel, we're gonna start with you.
I rated a 10.
Oh, snap.
That checked all the boxes for me. I'm all about that fantasy. It was action packed. It was
Fantasy?
I love fantasy.
All right.
But it was action packed, and what's her name? Cora.
Cora, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
She was a badass, and I love it because you kind of could tell she was.
Mm-hmm.
When the situation came up, she was looking like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, I'm not gonna get involved. And you could see it. You could see it in her. I knew she was gonna come in there and kick butt. As soon as she walked up and told him to stop, I was like,
Oh,
she
with
about to
that
get him.
axe.
She about to, yeah.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, she's about to get him. When she started fighting, it was over.
Yeah.
She
That was
a
very
Yeah.
interesting.
It was real good.
All right, Reese, what about you?
I give it a solid 9. I mean, I hate to say it, but it was good. But now I'm ready for the ending of it. Like it left me hanging. I hate cliffhangers on these shows
Yeah.
like this. Only with fear, but even though I'm sure Netflix they put a date on it, so now Netflix gonna come out with a part 2.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, I mean, like she said, it checks all the boxes: action, suspense, thriller. I mean, it held you in, and it even had little shockers in the end when they peeled old boy head back, and he was like, "Hold up, he was a robot the whole time," and you're like, it's just and then like her father, which isn't her father, he's the new head boss man, and you know, and now you curious, are we gonna find the little princess girl? It's just a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta watch it, bro. It's just one of those shows. I'm sorry, I lied. I gotta give it a 10 because it got you everywhere. Like
He done convinced himself.
Yeah, I done convinced myself and talk myself into the 10.
Oh man,
It's just
that's
one
so
of,
funny.
I
is
got
that
to.
good?
It's just one
It
of
was
those.
that good,
I'm upset now because I gotta wait to watch part 2.
right?
Like now I'm be looking at Netflix like, all right, when is the next one?
It
Like,
ain't, it ain't like you gotta wait until you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's not a question mark, is it?
you
But,
don't know when we're gonna see Brother Son again, but
Yeah, I
or if
believe
we
they
gonna
put
see
a
it.
date on the what you call it? So
on the Rebel
that-
Moon joint.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah, it's in April.
It's in April.
April 25th. Then, cause
Yeah.
That's far.
What-
That's
That
too
ain't
long
that
for
far,
me.
though.
that ain't that far. But
February
it's,
too long
start
for me.
next week.
yeah,
so
February is next week.
No, but still.
The May 8th is a couple months from now.
yeah, May 8th
You
is a
should
couple
have
months
said
from
like
now.
March.
Or
Well,
like
I would've
February.
wanted- Yeah, I would have wanted February too.
They doing it like they do Power.
Well, I give it a solid 9.5.
Nah,
Okay.
that's pretty good.
A solid 9.5, primarily because I enjoy the sci-fi thrill. I felt like the action could have been more specific. You know what I'm saying? Not it wasn't enough action, but I felt like for instance, Cora was a badass, but she did not fight badass ways. Like she didn't do badass things, if that
Well,
makes sense.
She was kind of like raw with it. It wasn't like a form like a martial art.
Right.
It was
And
more
that's
like
that's what I think
she
was
just had
missing for
a
her.
rawness to it. It wasn't
When-
form like she had a form or something like that.
What I didn't see in that is I didn't see her being the most ruthless person in the universe, even though she was, right?
Well, I kind of appreciate that because sometimes when they have a female action character, they make her too rough.
No, I prefer her to be too rough. I need to separate her from everybody else completely. Like especially when you're giving her the title of most dangerous in the
But I
universe.
think that's the come part 2. That's the come because it's like her father or her quote unquote father. When she goes head to head with anyone that he put against her, he knows she's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he already know they're gonna have to come correct. So I think for part 2, that's when they're gonna show like maybe a little more ruthless behavior coming from her.
I don't know.
I can
she was
dig it.
pretty raw.
You know,
She was pretty raw.
she was, and then I like the way the weaponry was. I like the
The guns and stuff.
Yeah.
How they didn't. It wasn't just bullets. How they.
Right.
It was a weird comment because I didn't know if it was like a stun gun could splash off of them, and then sometimes maybe if they were too close to go through them, but it left a clean hole, which was crazy. So it was just Netflix.
definitely a must watch
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
We could sit here and talk about that for about 40
Yeah,
minutes.
easily. All right, let's get into our news that you can use. In the news is none other than WWE Chairman Vince McMahon.
Former.
He has
CEO.
resigned from his role.
You know, this is the first time in WWE history that there's no McMahon at the helm.
Well, they also don't own it no more. So,
Yeah.
it's not like it's the first time they still own it and there's no McMahon there. They don't own it. So guess what? We take them away. They don't get the helm. They are who they are. So,
Wow. I don't know how to take that.
but Vince McMahon is resigning not because he don't want to do the job, but because he is being accused of sexual assault by a staffer who indicated that he sexually assaulted her on multiple occasions. And I got some questions. So I want to know what y'all thoughts on this staffer coming forward indicating that she was sexually assaulted by the 80-year-old Vince McMahon, and pretty much, what's your thoughts on it? Floor's open.
I'll go ahead and set it off, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. You're a multi-million billionaire. If you don't, you can pay for what you want to get. Why do these people, at this point, it's not even about money. It's about your ego now. This is all about power.
Yeah.
Like you can buy people to do whatever you want them to do. And you can have them sign all these non-disclosures, all this stuff. Why do you continue to just take a risk? Because that's what you're doing. You shaking the dice. Like, on your livelihood now it's your character. Everybody's on the sue now. Give me this money. You touch me wrong. Like, why do you continue to do this? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it.
And I don't disagree. I mean, this is my thought process, right? I feel like this. If a person sexually assaults you once, shame on them big time, right? Because they should not even come close to doing that. And I feel like at some point you got to be able to say, this is not where I need to be. At some point, the decision to move away or get away has to occur. If a person is sexually assaulting you multiple times, then to me, it becomes a problem, right? Because it raises questions. How is it that you are allowing yourself to be sexually assaulted multiple times? Now, if you say, well, he held me hostage, he locked me in a room and I'm stuck, then that's a different conversation. But if you go to work every day, do the same things every day, you got the freedom to move however you see fit, it does raise those questions. I in no way, shape, or form feel like that Vince McMahon is right in any way, shape, or form. If he actually did this, then he should go under the jail or room with R. Kelly easily, right? But I also feel like that at some point, that person is now, if it's recent, right, I can dig them coming out now. But at some point, you got to say, well, all this time went by if it's not recent. And how many times is it going to happen before you say something or before you get away from it? You know what I'm saying? And then it's not even limited to just him. From what I heard, I believe it's more so he had other people P. Diddy it. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Like, join the party.
Oh, so he had like on some running train type, man.
Or more so make her do it with somebody else and then later on do it with him.
First off, all I'm saying is if you're trying to get a job, you should not, you shouldn't be, first off, we're not conducting business at your house.
Right.
We're not conducting business at your hotel room.
Facts.
That should be a red flag right there. Why do you want me to meet you at your hotel? You know what? We can meet. We can meet in the lobby. Can we meet at Starbucks? Can we meet somewhere else? There has to be somewhere else you can conduct business. And if somebody opens the door in a robe or some underwear, you weren't ready for business. That wasn't the type of business they were looking for.
It's 10,000 Starbucks in the country.
So, I mean, I think it's a red flag. And you got to look at these things and say, okay, you want me to come to your hotel room. Why? I'm trying to get a job. Why would you go to somebody's hotel room or their house?
Right.
And then on top of that, if they're in their robe,
right,
or any kind of underwear,
why we gotta have this conversation and you naked?
Right, exactly.
What did Big Red say? my business, my office hours are from what?
Exactly.
Like,
Shoot, no, not doing it. That is a strong indication that you need to leave. The job ain't worth it, and you already know he ain't hiring you for that job.
And my thing is, again, I don't want to in any way, shape, or form make it even the slightest thought of victim shaming, right? Because a victim is a victim.
Right.
And I feel bad. I know it leads to all types of things, long-term mental disabilities and things of that nature. But I just feel like at some point, something has to give in that regard, right? Like, you can only focus on what you got control over, right? And if you got control over whether or not you go and see him on a daily basis, whether or not you still do business or work with him in any way, shape, or form on a daily basis, then at some point it's some responsibility there. So I just don't get it. I feel like Vince McMahon should have resigned. Hell, in a
Right.
way, I feel like if he's guilty, they shouldn't give him a chance to resign. He should be fired, right? He should have to deal with that public disgrace because, number one, this ain't the first time his name has been in the news or
No.
something like this.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Which then creates problems. I just feel like people that are coming forward now and their primary target as far as coming forward is money, that becomes a problem for me.
I think it's because he's so powerful. You know what I mean? You have this huge brand that gives back all the time. You know what I mean? And all you see, even in their commercials, they're giving back. They're always giving back. And for WWE, they're representing something positive, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The problem is when you have things like this that comes out, you know, I think a lot of those people, they get trapped because they don't want to lose that. They don't want to lose the job. They don't want to be blackballed or whatever else. Really, and they definitely should take a stand when it happens.
That can be tough to watch too. You know, a person who has been accused of something but has not been found guilty of it have to make life-changing decisions because of the accusation versus being found guilty and then have to make that decision. You know,
Right.
to have to quit your job or to change something significant in your life based on somebody who decided that they wanted to accuse you of something. Now my life is flipped upside down without me even being responsible for it. You know what I'm saying? And then let's say it happens where you're not guilty now. You done did all of this, lost all this time, all this money, and you're innocent. Now, of course, if you're guilty, you go to jail, you go to hell, you go everywhere that you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, you know, it's like, geez, something in the system need to change.
Right,
I
I
can't
agree.
pinpoint exactly what it is, but something about it needs to
I believe
change.
they should have to prosecute before you lawsuit. Like you should go to jail first, then the lawsuit happens afterwards.
Right, you're right. I feel like that lawsuit should be contingent upon whether or not they
What happens?
held responsible.
Yeah, like,
you know,
I'm a firm believer in, and you should be compensated in some way, shape, or form, even though money's not going to really heal you. But I feel like if sexual assault, if I did it on the street, I go to jail. You know what I mean? Somebody famous does it, you sue them,
it's strange,
and they
how,
really don't even have any consequence because they rich. So
It's strange how people use money as
as a form of punishment,
a form of punishment /
restitution.
restitution.
Yeah.
You know, like it don't make sense. If I am mentally fucked up, right? Why on planet Earth would I need money?
Well, you're going to need money to pay for the therapy, the medications you probably going to need.
Well, if you're mentally crazy, you're
You
probably
know.
getting a check anyway. So all
check
that
ain't
probably,
enough to
Medicaid
survive.
Medicaid is
Not
don't-
enough.
plenty of people who survive on straight Medicaid.
It is. They do. But everything's going up. It's just that stuff is not. It's not enough. It's just not enough. I think it's just they're so powerful too. You know, they're so powerful. They feel like they're probably going to get out of it. But I tell you what, they're not going to get out of getting them the money. They're going to get the money because they already know what's going to happen.
That's just crazy to me, man. Like a person just my tax bracket changed because I sued somebody for something that had
Yeah.
nothing to do with money.
And
You know?
it's almost cheaper just to pay them than it is to go through the process.
Especially when you're rich like that.
of the lawsuit.
You see what they did to Donald Trump? They was the lawyers was only trying to get 24 million.
And that man for
The
83.
jury said nope, we're gonna give him 83.
83 of them.
You know,
Oh
so
my
And
God.
he's still
and
gonna be
that was a
president.
defamation suit. You know, so I don't know. It varies, man. But I feel like something definitely should change, or it should be a different conversation, to say the least. Let's take a break, first break, and then we'll be back with more of the Fuller Podcast. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Fuller Podcast. I'm your host, Avery Fuller, with my co-host and hostess, Maurice Bird, a.k.a. Reese.
You see him.
And that wife of mine's, Melnisha Fuller. Get money,
Swallowed.
Oh,
Mel.
gosh. What up? What up?
Hey, get
Ain't nothing wrong
money.
with getting swallowed up.
Oh, yeah. I prefer that.
Swallowed. Have
You
you ever
can
been
keep the money.
swallowed up?
And I'll get swallowed.
Now
Now we're gonna do to this tequila. Shout out to the tequila that we're about to throw back, and of course, again, shout out to these guys.
Yes.
So that's it. Take it, throw it back.
Ooh.
Woo! That was good. All right, so next week is the month of February. One of the months that I like to personally shout out as it shouldn't be the only month for Black History, but it is thus far that is legal,
And it's the
Or-
shortest month of the year.
and it's the shortest month of the year. But
Convenient.
make
Maybe
sure
we
that
need
we
to change
represent
that.
with our Black History facts and bring that Black History and keep it alive. They're trying to get rid of it.
We definitely are.
Keep it alive. But it's also the month of love for a lot of people, and I like to know from you guys, for you, how important is celebrating Valentine's Day? Man, we're gonna start with you because I
I
want to
knew it.
know what you got to say.
I knew you
Yeah.
would start with me. I know this is gonna sound really odd,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not that important, but important. I guess you could say half and half, maybe. The reason why I say that is because what you're doing, I mean, you celebrating your love. You can celebrate your love every month if you like.
You probably
Every
should,
day.
right?
I'm about to say,
Right.
shouldn't that be something you celebrate daily?
So I just feel like, well, I'm saying if you want to date nights and all that stuff, because, I mean, you're not going anywhere special. You know, you're not traveling or nothing. Mostly people go on a dinner date, which I feel like in a relationship, you should be doing that regularly anyway. So, you know.
So
but
you
it's fun
pretty.
to celebrate. I mean, it's there. It's a
I guess it's a holiday,
holiday.
right? So,
You know what I mean?
it's
So
not a holiday.
but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're saying that pretty much you shouldn't take that day only to
right, it
celebrate
shouldn't
the love
be
that you have for
just
somebody
that
else.
day.
I can dig it. That makes sense. I mean, I don't really celebrate it, but I celebrate it. All right, Reese, what you got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day is a fictitious day for people to just go out there and spend unnecessary money on somebody you should have been showing you love the whole before or the other 364 days out the year. I mean, it's fun. It's cute. You know what I mean? You got your significant other. You might want to do a little extra on Valentine's Day. But to me, it's not a requirement. It's not a must. And sometimes I see some of these people who get upset because they didn't go out all for that one day, and which really is a female day anyway. Men, we always get the short end of the stick. We get that Valentine's Day basket with some dang on soap and deodorant and shaving cream. We get that. While women, they want a Louis bag dinner. You know what I mean? And all that other crazy mess. So we always catch the short end of the stick on 98% of these holidays anyway. So it really ain't. It's here nor there for me.
But have you guys noticed now, like with social media, like it seems like it has changed.
Well, everybody's
Like,
trying to
now
outdo
it's
everybody
like
else.
It's like a
It's a
mini
competi-
Christmas.
Yeah, it's
you know
a
what I mean?
competition.
Yeah.
It's just like Easter. Remember, I don't know about y'all, but when I grew up in Easter, we didn't get gifts. You got a suit to go to church on Easter Sunday.
And then we got an Easter Monday outfit.
Oh, y'all got? See, I didn't even get the
No,
outfit. I
you
just
know,
got a
Easter
suit.
Monday outfit.
Yeah, I
you
just got
you
the
got
suit.
a dress.
Yeah.
We got a
That's
dress.
it.
No,
like-
we got a church
We
suit,
got a
and then we
dress
got an
and a-
outfit for Easter Monday. We usually consist of some all white shoes
Oh.
and something
Yeah.
else.
I ain't
No,
get
we
none
got
of
a
that.
dress and we got candy and stuff, Easter basket, that kind of stuff.
Or like
but-
even birthdays nowadays.
Yeah.
A kid birthday used to consider stuff that big jar of ice cream, the Neapolitan, a pack of hot dogs, a pack of hot dog buns, and a box of, and a
Reese,
bag of chips.
you're speaking your poverty.
I'm not speaking poverty. I'm just speaking what it is. Now a kid's birthday ain't no less than $500.
My kid's birthday.
That's ridiculous.
My kid's birthday is going to
you
consist
gotta-
of a cookout.
You got to know how to throw a birthday.
Them
It ain't all
Jones is
the-
crazy.
I don't know. That's
But see,
ridiculous.
I've also learned that
Can't break the bank.
a lot of these holidays, it's more so with social media around. It's more so
Look at me now. Look at me.
look at me,
Yeah.
look at me.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But I feel like that's what social media is.
It's
Anyway.
a competition for no reason. You're competing with people you can't compete with.
I don't even
But
think
it
it's a
shouldn't even be a
competition.
competition.
I think what happened is people put their ideas out there and other people want to do it.
Oh, they living
You
through
know.
their kids.
Yeah.
Like you wanna.
But a lot of people do compete. Like they compare, and then they try. It's like they're trying to compete. You know, like I want to make you think that I'm doing like
Better than I'm
good.
So they
Like,
fronting.
just-
They
I don't
front.
think
But
that's
you can't-
competing.
why you just can't live? Just live
Yeah.
and do what you do, and that's good in itself.
Fronting and competing to me is two
Some
different
people aren't
things.
satisfied with that. You know what I mean? Some
Yeah,
people just
true.
can't be happy and content with what they have. Some people see, oh well, look, oh Nisha done got her a new car, so I need to get me one.
People like
You know what I mean?
attention, though. Like
But-
they crave that
but,
attention.
You know, Jodeci, in one of their songs, it won't just Jodeci that made this song, but in one of their songs, they did make it clear. You always complain about the things you ain't got or the things your girlfriend got. Huh. Mel, I want to let you know. You can have whatever you want. I said you can have whatever you like.
Shut up.
That was a remix.
Say, I cannot.
What?
with you. I can't.
What and
Okay.
where and who? Matter of fact,
Um,
never mind. Just keep going.
I don't know. It seems like people just be competing to be the best. I want
That's
to be the
it. It's
best.
a
I want to do
competition
the
nowadays.
most.
But
Like,
It's a look at me now thing
I
for
think-
views and
Yeah.
likes. Like it's crazy.
it's crazy.
And people do try to be the best, but they don't know how to define the best.
What
Well,
is the best?
let me tell you. The,
Exactly.
The
It's
ones,
undefined.
really, the crazy part is that, you know, a lot of times, like, personally, not posting, because when people do see it and they're not happy, then they
gonna
tend to
hate
get
on it.
extra, and then they get upset, and then they feel some kind of way. When really, I'm just living. I expect you to do the same.
You just trying to
I'm
look,
living, but you in this weird competition, and that's weird.
and
That's-
you don't even know it.
Right.
you
So it's
compete
like,
with me. I don't even
you
know we in the
what
competition.
is- you know, don't post. There's no point. I know how I'm living. I know that I'm happy. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's a platform for people to try to pretend like they're happy and maybe eventually find that happiness.
Well, if you gotta, well, they say fake it till you make it, but sometimes you fake it so long you don't know what you're trying to make.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what happiness is because you're too busy pretending that you're happy. So you don't realize what real happiness feels like.
But those fake it till you make it people also turn into contradictions.
Oh,
right?
no
Because
question.
while they don't know what they're looking for and they trying to fake it, they end up doing the opposite as well.
Yeah,
You know,
Just do you.
that's it.
Do you and be happy.
But
with
that's
what you're
the problem.
doing. You got to be secure in yourself.
that's the problem.
There
that-
is no you anymore.
insecurities, but not only that, people don't know who they are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
know?
you define yourself on what you grew up on. You know, like with us, I grew up in the '90s rap era, so I pretty much define myself with certain rap people. People nowadays, you define yourself with who are you, and who do you have to look up to? Who are your positive role models of now right now? We don't really have any that I can sit there and say, hey, this person or that person. Who Lil Nas X? Like who? What's it?
Lil Nas X,
I'm
your
just
role
saying
model.
this is what people we don't have any. When we grew up, you know, our rappers stood on morals and standards. Most of them had a code they lived by, and they carried themselves accordingly. You know, nowadays there's
Some
no.
of 'em.
I'm
Some
saying
of 'em.
some of them. I won't say all of them. Nowadays there's no codes. You know, there's no morals. People just live to have fun. It's not like a set base of rules that you go by. You just do whatever you want to do.
Well, that's because a lot of what's preached out here now is why.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, and then you
Who
know,
says that you got to do it this way? So now everybody's trying to find their own way of doing it. Hence the reason why you can pretty much identify as whatever you want,
Yeah.
because people pretty much find their own way of doing things. They
I'm a
look
billionaire.
for, you know, very specific ways of doing something that's completely different. And guess what? Different now is not easy
No,
because
Right.
so much has been done. People are trying and they're going above and beyond for different. And a lot of times that different that they're going for that's above and beyond don't make sense.
yeah, they're trying to reinvent the wheel. It's
Ex-
something
exactly.
just
But you can't reinvent it.
You can't change a circle. It just then it won't be a circle anymore.
And back in our day, to be honest, we used to just recycle shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
well, nothing new under the sun.
At
that
all.
still goes to this day. Really,
Now these young men out here wearing booty jeans.
they did that in the '70s though. You know, I took fashion class.
They had bell
If you really
bottoms,
want
at
to know
least.
what the hot fashion is, go back 20 years. From your date every year, go back 20 years. And I promise you, there's pieces of what they wore 20 years ago that they wear now.
Oh, it's all coming back out.
It's just full circle.
It all comes back out.
Now I've seen a trend where they don't wear dress shoes anymore. Everybody wearing sneakers now.
Huh?
Even with suits now. I mean,
With tuxedos.
yeah, now I don't like it, but it is what it is.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
I listen. Some
I don't know. I wear my
some of
J's
it
and
can,
my
can be
suits.
swag, right? Depending on how it's rocked, the
I get that,
coordination, and
but,
the
you
type
know,
of shoe
it's-
that you're wearing. You know what I'm saying? But some things just don't work in this modern time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes dress shoes is not always the best for specific people, and so people have learned to innovate in their own way. And don't get me wrong, I watched Stephon Diggs rock a sweater that was possibly the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know.
Have you seen that sweater?
I don't know. It was worse than Russell Westbrook
By far.
and the Tinkerbell outfit.
Listen, it was a belly button sweater.
Who was Stephon Diggs?
Yep,
I'm gonna look at it later.
it was a belly button sweater.
Cut off
And-
like Ezekiel Elliott.
Yep, but he had a shirt on under it, and the sleeves on it was like extra puffy.
Yeah, gigantic sleeves.
It was bad. And then he had tight jeans on.
But that's
That's a rich person thing. I get it.
yeah.
Rich people feel like, oh, I could wear
I could
whatever in
put,
this swag.
as long as it has a name on it, and somebody put it together. That's just what
I call bullshit on that.
I do too, 100%.
They just wear anything.
I mean, most designers are made. Oh. What? He looks like
the sound effect.
he looks like a character off of Fat Albert, bro.
he do, bro.
He look like a character off
He
of Fat
do.
Albert.
Let's go back to
100%.
the sound effect.
Yeah, he said,
I try and give people the benefit of the doubt of the fashion,
Oh my
but he looks
gosh.
like a hipster from the Soul Train Awards, and the female, he look like a female Joe. I'm telling you, like
I just
I
don't get it, man.
I don't get it.
Well,
does he
when
do
you
it
got
on
all
pur-
that money and you feel like you got power, you can do whatever you
Well,
want. You
yeah.
can put on whatever you want.
And I can respect that because I feel like you should be able to feel like you can do that anyway, regardless of money.
Right.
But sometimes I just think like, did you really look at yourself in the mirror before you walked outside?
Well, maybe he
and you
did, and he
can't tell
felt
me
like
you said yeah, and I was like, yo, that's the flyest thing ever. No, like
he,
no.
he may have though.
I
He
don't
might
know.
have,
I
and you know,
mean,
you're right.
I
He
don't
might
know.
have, and everybody has a
Or-
different style. And
Or
swag.
when you rich like that, somebody just pay you to wear it.
Oh,
You
that
know.
too. Now you pay
Okay,
me.
now you
That's
right.
different. Now we talking.
There's a possibility
Hey,
that
do they
might
got,
be the
Hey, they
case.
got that Fat
I hope
Albert
that's the
outfit
case.
in the 36 long. Like, what's the? I need that. I mean, the sweater. Nah.
No,
Just
nope.
nah.
Uh-uh.
Like,
you tried.
Nah. I know. You
tried.
know me. I try and give everybody the benefit of the doubt because you know what I don't consider fashion, other people do. You know what I mean? So
Right. Right.
All right, so during the celebration of Valentine's Day, there is something that initially comes along with that, right?
yes, sex.
That night is lovely.
Day.
Or most
Punani.
men want it, or most women want it,
Head.
and in most cases, it kind of
Oral sex.
the expectation
Mix in a little
You know,
anal if you
that
nasty.
follows with it is perfect,
Oh
right?
my God.
Missionary.
But
Doggy style.
I want to know something because we are
Scissor.
a word of
What is
ADD.
happening?
Downward dog.
we're a word of ADD, right? And so
ADD. What is that?
that means that we lack
That's
focus.
not in his sex vocabulary
Right.
right now.
I can make an ADD. A dick down your throat.
So Dang. What the hell? Well, I like to applaud you on that, Reese. You know,
You like that? It didn't go.
huh?
That was ADD.
So
I missed the T. My bad.
my question is, with so much lack of focus in here, do we feel like
What?
practicing abstinence could be helpful for a person.
You said all this stuff. You just said all this stuff.
Listen,
And it's
To go to abstinence.
listen,
it's the abstinence.
listen. He the one that was quoting balls, dick, balls in your mouth.
Oh God.
You know.
Oh my goodness.
That's my initial question. Could we help our focus by practicing abstinence? Like,
You saying
what do you think?
abstinence make you focus on other stuff more?
Do you
No.
will it help you?
No, no, it doesn't. What are you talking about?
Or
No.
Or being
no.
celibate?
No.
Wait,
No. That just makes everything worse. Let me move. Put the camera on me, producer. Look here. I've been a very busy person in my past years. And the last year and a half, I've pretty much ceased and desist on the sex part. And when I tell you every millisecond, whatever other seconds they got, I think about it. I do real bad. You don't understand. When the wind blows too hard and my pants shake a little bit, I think
What
about
the
it.
What the fuck?
Stuff just jiggle a little bit. I think about it. I'm looking at the fish tank right now. And
The
the
fish
waves
tank?
got me thinking about jiggling booty. It's no.
Oh my God.
I need concentration in my life. I work hard. And at work, guess what I'm doing?
Bro, you need
Thinking
a
about
prostitute in your life. you just need to go on and buy that shit, nigga. Fuck.
Nah, that's against my rules. I never pay for it.
$39.99.
I believe in quality over quantity. And I'm not paying for nothing that somebody had about 1 million times. She talking about now serving 31 for the day, serving 30. No,
Oh my gosh,
I'm not there yet.
bruh.
I'm not. I am
Bruh.
going to Vegas.
Bruh, if you look at the fish tank and the waves, it's changing your mentality.
Oh my goodness. So now when you looking at the fish tank, we know what's happening.
Oh
You in your moment.
Yes, I'm having one right now. Leave me
my
alone.
gosh.
Okay. I'm
It's
sorry.
jiggling. I like how you got the waves in there.
Turn the waves off.
God
Let's cut the waves off.
But to answer
damn.
your question, Avery, no. Have as much sex as you can.
Oh my God.
So Mel, you don't think that practicing abstinence help with energy and focus and things of that nature?
So I feel like, some people might need to do that to create some form of self-control.
Mm-hmm.
It's like turning off the humanity switch, I guess, if you think about it in that sense. Because some people just can't stop. I guess they just can't help themselves. I don't know.
Or they
don't
see
have
waves. Or they
They
pant,
see
the wind
waves.
blow their
They don't-
pants
Yeah,
up against their
exactly.
uterus.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
What?
Hold on, pause.
What?
Now, okay.
If you get a wind that blows up against your uterus, you got more problems than sex. Like you got a lot more problems than just sex.
I think it's important to have a healthy sex life.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay.
I like that, best friend.
Now, what is a healthy
Hold up.
sex life
Hey,
exactly?
yeah. I like that one too, best friend. No, switch back to let's switch back to Nisha. We need thank you, producer. Now, what is a
Oh
healthy
my
sex
gosh.
life, producer? Once a week, twice a week, every other Monday, twice on Sunday because y'all off.
Twice on Sunday. Okay. No. Honestly, I say if you can do at least
3 times a
3
week.
times a week,
God, dog.
I think that would be good. 2 to 3 times a week should be sufficient.
2. Ain't no 2.
I think
Well,
that's a good idea.
3 to 4.
3 to 4. I
3 to
like
4?
3 to
7 days
4.
a week. So
See, you gotta understand.
Okay,
Y'all off
3 to
Friday.
4.
Y'all off Saturday and Sunday. So y'all those 2 days should be already.
But do you count the double whammies though?
so
The
wait,
double
so
whammies.
wait,
The back to back.
Let's
The round
make,
2. We don't count rounds.
No
let's
rounds.
let's make this clear. We can say 2 to 3 times a week, right? But that's times, not days. See where that's going.
Oh, I got you.
So
Okay.
if you say
We
2 or
talking-
3 days
we
a
talking
week,
I got
nuts.
you.
We're
Okay.
talking nuts. We ain't
Okay.
talking about yeah.
I get you. I
Yeah.
get it. Yeah.
so
So
if we make it times, I would say maybe 5 to 6.
5 to 6 times a week.
7 days, 5 to 6 times, meaning that's equal if you're doing it 2 days, 3 days.
They might kind of quickie in there now and then. You ain't gotta go all out every time.
And ADD counts. You know, the dick down your throat.
Oh my gosh! Why did you even create that?
You're welcome.
What in the world?
Dick Nugget.
I'm sitting here like thinking, like, what?
I mean,
You caught that real quick, didn't you? It
ADDT.
just stuck.
A
just
dick
saying.
down your throat. ADDT. Dick down your throat.
I cannot.
It's all right. You're welcome.
it counts.
It counts.
You know,
Or lick that shit from the back. That counts too, nigga.
Hold on, wait.
Gotta lick that pussy from the back. You're welcome.
Next
You're
subject.
welcome.
all right. So
Next subject.
with that said, right,
What?
it's Valentine's Day, and you're not practicing abstinence now,
No,
right?
I don't practice abstinence. It's
And
just not
that
going my
night
way.
come along. That night come. No pun intended. Right?
You better not come early.
And you got to find the perfect R&B song for the moment. Just one.
Why,
No.
see,
Because-
why you ain't
because-
ask us that with
because
research?
5 minutes is sufficient for sex.
What? That ain't even a warm
5 to 7 minutes is what most.
ain't even wiped
Listen.
the
Most
juice off my
women
lip yet.
prefer 5 to 7 minutes of sex.
Who told you that shit?
That's a fact.
What woman you mess?
That is a
Nisha,
fact.
Nisha,
I didn't
Nisha,
tell him that.
Nisha.
I didn't tell him that.
Listen, no, this is research based.
Oh no, fuck the research.
That's
you
a
give
fact.
a girl 5 to 7 minutes, I promise you, unless she just really gets off, she's gonna look at you different, bro.
Most women don't look to have an orgasm through intercourse itself because it's extremely difficult.
Yeah, because they use that dang on rose and okay. But still, what? Like how? That's the whole goal. I thought for us to get off together or one at a time or something. That's my goal. What?
That's your goal, but do you realize that the process of trying to do that with a woman to get her to that point is so difficult that by the time you even think you there, she'll dry up.
I don't. Well, that
Do you
ain't-
think a woman just stay wet for hours?
I've had women that stayed wet for hours. Yes.
I
Maybe
don't
not
think.
hours, but
No, I will definitely say
hour,
hours.
like-
Yeah, hours.
but it depends on what you're doing.
He lying.
I'm not lying. What do you mean?
Well, she had discharge.
No, she didn't have no discharge, bro. She just was excited, and I was doing what I was
For
supposed
hours?
to do. Hours, yes. Yes, bro. I've had sex for 8 hours. I've had sex for 3 hours. Had sex for an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes.
And
2
you ain't had to
hours.
use no spit.
No spit. Ew, I don't use spit
Wait,
anyway.
hold on, wait, pause. Yeah, sex for 8 hours.
Yes,
How the fuck?
yes.
Bruh.
You didn't go
Bruh.
to work at all. You just
Hey,
this wasn't on a Saturday.
I'm gonna tell you who he sound like right
you ain't
now.
eat.
No.
No, this is who he sound like right now. He sound like fucking Cat Williams talking about he read 3,000 books when he was 3.
I promise you, I was more than one could tell you to certify on that.
8 hours,
8 hours, bro.
Maurice.
Whatever.
8 hours.
I'm sorry that you don't. You didn't get there. That's not on me. But I've
8
been
hours?
there.
But
Yes,
who
yes.
wants to have sex for 8
Yes.
hours? I don't think there is a person
No,
on the face of the
8
earth
hours?
Yes.
that wants to have sex for 8 hours.
Yes. Believe what you want. Look. All you gotta do is look up tantra sex. You're welcome. Once you start studying that, and get in there,
even that is not 8 hours.
that's matter of fact. You're right. It's for weeks and days and months at a time. So really, you figure it
He's
out.
trying to clean it up.
It's not
But
clean.
it's
Nothing.
okay.
Tantra sex is you get to your point and you stop.
It's okay.
Get to a point and you stop.
But you just
Get to a
said
point and you stop. And that's
on-
how you have sex for more than 5 to
you
7
just
minutes, like you said. Any woman
on the mic that you had sex for 8 hours.
Yes. There's
I call bullshit on that.
I mean, you won't there.
Riz, you about to get a hell of a lot of inbox drinks now. You ain't gonna have
For
to worry
what?
about them waves and nothing like that.
Hell no, that might be why he ain't why he fucking with the waves and not the vagina because
No,
the bitch
I
like, nigga, you just,
I
you
can get
don't
it.
know when to stop.
It's out there. I just don't want it. It's out there, plenty.
8 hours, bro.
Yes.
So, hey, have you ever had sex for 8 hours? If you did, leave it in the comments. Share your experience. And with
What?
that said, let's take another break. We'll be
Share your
back.
experience.
Peace. Welcome back to the Fuller Podcast. I'm your host, Avery Fuller, with my co-host and hostess, Maurice Bird, a.k.a. Reese.
You see it.
And that wife of mine's get money more than anything, Mel Nisha Fuller, a.k.a. Money
Make
Man.
that money, no matter what you know what I mean?
And you know what time it is, of course.
Yes.
We take these shots, we put them up,
All right.
and we throw them back. All right, let's hop into it, man. We got one got to go, or you can only keep three, depending on how many it is. If it's four, one got to go.
Glad
If it's
you
more
threw
than
that
four,
disclosure out
you can
there.
only keep three. Let's go. You can only keep three. You got vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, mint chocolate chip, cookie dough, cookies and cream, butter pecan, Rocky Road, and
Praline
whatever.
and cream. I never had that before.
Never either. So,
Ain't it?
man, we're going to start with you since you're the ice cream
Why?
connoisseur.
What you mean?
Okay.
You might be too, Reese, but
All right.
Nah, I ain't.
I'm going for cookie dough, cookies and cream, and butter pecan.
Cereal
cookie
killer.
dough, cookies and cream, and butter pecan. All right, Reese, what you got?
I guess I could go with mint chocolate chip, strawberry, and Rocky Road. Like, I don't know. Like,
Okay, and I would have
can't
to
really
say
choose three. I was done with mint chocolate chip to keep it a buck.
I would have to say butter pecan, cookies and cream. No, butter pecan, vanilla, and strawberry.
Maybe it's a female. I don't think guys really be that big into ice cream like that.
I don't. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I was a kid, I did.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was a
of
great
course.
treat. Nothing better than going to like High's ice cream where they got
Oh man, you
all the
remember High's?
different, yeah, all
You
the
old.
different
And all the
toppings
flavors.
and
Yeah.
or Dairy
Highs.
Queens where you can get a
Well, yeah.
banana
Dairy Queen,
milkshake,
yes.
Cold Stone, the Blizzards, and the Dairy Queen.
banana splits and shit.
Oh man,
You know,
they
all
used
of
to
that,
dip their cone in that little candy or whatever.
and it'll get real hard real
Yeah,
quick.
Yeah.
yeah. Real
All right, let's take a look at our social media video today. The result, my teaching efforts to my children sum it up right here. What the fuck?
Oh my god,
This
you failed her
This
in
one-
society.
this might be my kids.
I'm at the flute keep missing too.
But the flute, bruh. The flute is horrible.
just smack it.
That
out
should sound
my
like a
house.
fourth grader playing.
Get out my house. Just get out. Yo.
Yeah.
You gotta go. Get
That
out.
was attitude.
That was
That was
bad.
attitude. She was being rebellious.
No, she was being retarded.
She, exactly.
She knew what that
She was
cutting
being
board was
read.
for.
It just
She
won't
knew
bear
what
you.
it was for.
There's no way.
She knew.
Nah, she knew what she was doing.
But if she knew what it was for, then that's even worse.
Yes.
That's what I said. She was being rebellious.
Stupidity. I
That
got you
is-
connected inside. I brought you my family. Blind reaction time. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Your pussy. Hey, bring the camera, son. Bring the camera. All the young girls who want to make life with pussy, your pussy will perish with you in hell. May your pussy perish with you. May your smooth pussy, linear pussy, and tight pussy perish.
Wait, did he describe it?
Listen.
Whoa. Did he
Listen,
describe it?
Hey,
somebody
hey,
didn't burn
listen,
him. Something didn't
Under the
happen.
blood.
He was getting some good pussy at one point.
Yes. He
Clearly.
said it. Then it's smooth.
And now pussy has fucked his life up.
It messed
some
it
way,
all
shape,
the
or
way
form.
up. I guess he
Because-
might need to practice abstinence.
Oh, I know.
Celibacy.
The way he said it, he might need to leave it alone.
Just leave
It
it.
got a hold on him.
Just
Listen,
let
Jesus
it
is
go.
working on him right now.
I just don't understand
He had to
right.
wind it up with
exactly
the
what his goal was. Talking to the creamier pussies,
the creamier, the good pussy,
That
the, the small, the tight,
and he was
wet,
real angry.
juicy that just grips you like it was made for your pussy.
He was an angry pussy.
He was really
like,
thinking
He
about
was
somebody's
real
pussy
upset.
when he was saying it.
He strongly
Oh, yeah,
disliked
he
It's
was
pussy.
probably some pussy he can't get no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause he was upset about that pussy. He said that shit with vigor.
Yeah.
He said it with his chest.
He did.
He said
Your
it was
pussy.
something. Eat pussy, shit pussy, post some on there, pussy. Hey, look,
Like
pussy
tried.
ass. She tried to be
Yeah.
a pussy.
the
You
fuck?
gotta go past
This
some
ain't chameleon.
triangles,
You got
pussy.
you need enough.
I got enough. Don't worry about it. She trying to pour communion out here or something.
Look at her, think she's slick, you little pussy.
Your pussy.
Out here
You
being
shoulda
a
kept
That's gonna
pussy.
burn in hell.
That's the same guy who got one of the greatest gospel songs ever.
Who?
That dude right there. You ain't heard it, John?
Nigga, that's
Jesus
Luke,
under
nigga.
the blood. That's him.
That's,
Ain't he done?
that's the Luke version.
No, that's him. That's the same dude.
Hey,
What?
this,
Never heard that.
this
You
last
gotta
shot of
dance.
the evening.
All right.
Wait a minute.
Oh, here we
Do
go.
we have any? We don't got any for the game.
Says the person that got bottles and on bottles and bottles. Y'all still got the one I brought last week.
That might
That's
be
tequila.
gone.
No, I was here yesterday.
It-
Unless y'all
I
drank
don't know. It ain't a
Don't-
lot in there, but maybe you can go to the store. It's okay.
I still
With that
gotta
said,
go to, get something to eat anyway.
yeah, let's take our shot, put our shots up. See my shot and look at their shot. They get
What
little
you mean?
poo-poo shots,
Right,
man.
exactly.
We can't see your shot, man.
What? My shot is right there.
Move your fingers.
Look, she trying to
You
hide
see
her
it right
poo-poo
there?
shot.
Look
No,
at
we
it.
can't. How
Look
can
at
we
it right
see?
there.
Mel, your shot is pussy. Get your pussy shot.
I got more than Reese. Look at that.
Reese. Damn, Reese.
I got more than Reese.
No, you don't.
Look at me. Now who the pussy now?
Damn, she done called you a pussy.
I know, right? It almost
Damn.
came out there, boy. Woo!
What kind of pussy is it? Creamy pussy?
It was smooth.
Oh my
smooth
god.
Is it tight?
Stanky pussy? Pussy,
Look,
pussy, pussy,
Ain't nothing wrong with
pussy.
pussy with a little twang on it.
Pussy, pussy,
What?
pussy.
A little twang on
Little
it.
Pussy.
twang.
Little twang,
Yeah,
nigga.
do you
got a little
mean, a little
seasoning on it.
twang?
You know what I mean? Got a
That
little
twang might be
seasoning on it.
bacteria.
It might be.
Call it an infection.
I'm gonna take the shot.
UTI.
back.
or
We're
something.
done. We're done.
Bacteria.
OTI.
What you know about that? You can have whatever you like. Pussy with twine.
All right. Till next time, y'all. We out of here. He ain't even finished the shot yet. We out of there. Peace.
Peace.